Traders, welcome to this live trading webinar. Today is Thursday, 25th of May, pretty much towards the end of this trading month. Mladen, good morning. Good morning, Mladen. Mogiol, morning, Theo, and to everyone else. Mogiol said, sir, look at the first like. Thank you so much, Mogiol, for the first like on the YouTube. And thank you for the person who gave us the second like. Fuad, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Fuad. Larry, good morning, Theo. Good morning, Larry. Segnis, good morning, Theo. Segnis, good morning back to you. Argo, greetings from Estonia. Thank you so much for the honor, Argo, to join the webinar. Florence, good morning from South Africa. Wow, we have South Africa here. Good morning, Florence. And of course, to everyone else. And guys, as usual, and from Amsterdam, Segnil. Wow. That's awesome. As usual, let's read our risk reward before we start our live trading. This content is for general information only and is not intended to provide any trading or investment advice or any kind of personal recommendation. Nick said hello to everyone. Hello, Nick. Let's start with the MetaTrader platform. So interesting strength on the US dollar actually yesterday. Guys, everyone sees the MetaTrader platform, right? Just to double check, just throw a quick yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So let's start with the pound and the US dollar. During the live yesterday, we had this scenario here where the Great British Pound was pushing higher, and I had my stop loss order here, as you can see. And really, I thought that the market is going to just trade higher because it came with so much momentum from the Tokyo session, and it looks like traders in the London session would prefer to buy the pound, but at this point here, a massive sell-off came in the market, and we saw during the New York session, and let's say because this is a 12-hour time frame, so at 10 GMT time, the price just sold off. Today, we didn't see any major buying pressure so far, at least because we have these lows here that they can act as support. I'm really still on the bearish side, and I expect the price to move at some point and take this low here before it's going to bounce upward. But in the meantime, until this happens, the price might be moved in a cyclical or wave to the downside. All right, so retracements can occur, and of course they do occur. If we draw, we do have a tentative trend line here. Why is a tentative? Because we have one, excuse me, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So a lower high and lower low, and with 2 points we can draw the trend line. So 2 criteria apply: a tentative trend line, the 3rd point on the trend line, or the 5th point of the overall picture. It's tradable, and we can look for some short opportunities. Cherry, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cherry. Nick, hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Nick. Bonjour, Theodorou. Bonjour, my friend. Chiam, if I read correctly. Maria More, hi, Walt Disney. Awesome. Florine, yes, I assume you can see the screen. That was in relation to the previous question, but thank you so much for answering. Now, William, good morning from Belgium. Theo, good morning, William. Let's move on. So, guys, is it clear with the pound? We are still looking for shorts. Again, on this time horizon, I do the analysis. I'm doing a swing trading, actually, because I hold the position for couple of nights or even a week. I mean, depends when it's going to reach the target or the stop loss. Let's move on. The euro US dollar, very weak, the euro, and we can take advantage on that. Lower highs, lower lows all the way. So even daily chart, weekly chart, I trade the 12-hour time horizon. So still lower highs, lower lows. Yesterday, during the New York session and the London session, we had this nice bearish engulfing candle. Again, if you don't understand why am I using the 12-hour horizon and I don't look at the daily or the 4-hour charts, I will explain that to you if you are new here, or even I already explained it yesterday and the other day, but if you need if you still don't get it, please feel free to let me know. You know that I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you along your trading journey. And this webinar is for you to learn. So feel free to ask even the same question as many times as you want. Just make sure you don't ask the same question more than 2 times. No, guys, I'm just joking. you can ask the question as many times as you want. Okay. I think those who are here for a while, they know that I do these tricky jokes. All righty, so Australian dollar, US dollar, extremely weak. We finally broke below this support. And after breaking this support, if we look at the weekly chart, we have a strong support here, another strong support there. So these 2 points can be held on any price fall to the downside. So traders, feel free if you identify some retracement at this point here. We will get ready to sell it. Let's check the 4-hour chart for any insight. No insight candles on the 4-hour chart. So again, please do not try, and that's not any kind of advice, okay? Just purely a trader to traders conversation. If you're gonna try to sell at this point here because you identified that the price is already in a clear trend, I'm letting you know that the FIP extension 161.8, it's already been touched. Therefore, we can expect some retracement correction from this point onwards. So be very mindful when you try to sell at this point here. Many traders, they identified the right direction, but their execution time is the main reason, keeps them out of the game, and they don't proceed the way they would like to proceed. Okay, please be mindful. This is crucial. We identified the move, but now it's overextended. And here are 2 things traders, they deal with that. They deal all the time, first, with the uncertainty. At this point here, let's say, when we see the price right now, we can look back in the history and identify this area was a good selling opportunity. But when we were doing the live, we saw this area and we said we're not going to trade it simply because we are trading within this trading range. It's not at any clear trend. We can identify it as a high probability trading setup. So don't blame yourself or your skills when you look back at the history and see, I should sell here. No, we shouldn't sell at this point here because our trading plan wasn't applicable for this market condition. All right, guys, and I would please you to pay a lot of attention. You see, at this live, we take live trades, we trade the DAX, now we start trading the gold. We have very, very good results with our trading setup. Please learn to trust your analysis, learn to trust the way you trade, the way I teach you how to trade, because the only thing I aim from these webinars is you to become a skillful trader. Okay, so long story short, now we identify the break. If the price, it's going to retrace back to these areas and it's going to give us a nice rejection, as price action traders, we can take advantage of that, right? Now, this is another great learning in technical analysis. We have this candle here. You see, this candle here, it shows the swing prior to this fall. So this candle here, it's an inside resistance now. Why? Because two candles on the left and one candle on the right don't penetrate the low of this candle. Two candles on the left, one candle of the right. And the price, when it retrace and push downwards, straight away interact only once with this low. Therefore, it makes it a significant inside resistance. When the price is going to come here, most likely we're going to have a good setup. All right, write this down, and that's a high probability setup as well. So let's read some comments. Williams said, thanks, Theo. This is why I lost most in the beginning. Thank you, William, for being such an honest in this. Segnis, Theo, what is gold going to do? What do you think? We will have a look at the gold. Mladen asked, Theo, don't you ever trade retracements? Usually not, unless they come from a strong level of support, if I'm going to buy, or a strong level of resistance if I'm going to sell. Palmier, good morning. Good morning, Palmier. It's been a while to read your name on the chat. Cherry asked, you draw the FIP in the right direction on Australian dollar, US dollar. Yes, I draw the FIP from here to there to find the extension, not the retracement. The Fibonacci tool can be used in two ways. First, to find the retracements for entries, and to find the extensions for exits. Okay, and that's the second technique I used here. Mr. Carlos, a part of that there was a strong support coming. That's right, Mr. Carlos. We don't sell towards a support. Exactly, we don't sell towards a support. Absolutely, agree with you 100%. Let's move on. New Zealand dollar and the US dollar. Interest rates rose, and currently they are at 5.5% in New Zealand. But despite the fact that the Reserve Bank of New Zealand rose the rates, the Kiwi is selling off. So what a great opportunity to understand the weakness of this currency. We can take advantage and we can sell the Kiwi when our technical analysis support that. Okay, so bearish on that one. Let's check the weekly. We are at the support now, arguably saying we have another support here. We have this support there, and then we have this support here. So they have how many pips apart? They have 27 pips apart. Now, for the weekly chart, that's insignificant, doesn't add any significance, and also for the daily chart. But if you are a 5-minute trader, it's an absolute significant level of support, both of them to keep an eye on. Okay, so let's zoom out to see the big picture of what the price might happen. Now, if you zoom out, you can see on the queuing US dollar that there is a strong support area. This and this low, they have about 27 pips apart. Therefore, we can expect some bounce upward. Of course, the price at some point it's going to correct before it push the downside. Excuse me for that. A strong area of support can be this one here. If we use now the FIB retracement, so from the high to the low to see where the price can retrace, guys, this is a strong area of support, of resistance, 61.8%, then 50% FIB retracement. Please pay attention to these numbers. Traders, they already put sell limit orders here to get fuel to the downside. Sorin said, good morning. Good morning, Sorin. So, US dollar, JPY. This ascending triangle, can we call it ascending triangle? Anyway, it's just 1 week length. So for the higher time frame, that's not an ascending triangle, but for the lower time frame, absolutely, it's a significant one. The price bounced a little bit within and then broke to the upside. Therefore, someone will definitely agree that we are looking for longs, although no price action set up here to trade. And where we find it extremely difficult at some points, it's when we see very shallow retracements and we try to get involved with that one. US dollar and the Canadian dollar. US dollar came very strong yesterday. Again, I really don't like this picture. It looks like a bit of a sideways move to me within a range based on the time frame I trade. So I prefer just to stay on the side. Pound CHF, we mark this area of resistance as a very possible area to sell. You see, guys, price yesterday, it false break this trend line, this downward trend line. It's a tentative 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a valid, that's a fifth one. So that's a valid trend line. This price action here was tradable, but it was tradable at some extent. For a price action trader that looks for the high probability setup, this might not be the right price action to trade, because we just see a small battle between the buyers and the sellers here. We didn't see any gravestone doji or any kind of bearish engulfing candle line. So I'm a bit skeptical about that. Daily chart, the same. 4-hour chart, nothing. So I will still keep an eye on that and see what happens, but for the time being, I'm not interested. If I will initiate any setup here, I will post it on the Telegram channel. All right, so please make sure you follow us on Telegram, enable your notification button so you receive notifications when I post something. Euro JPY, bearish engulfing here. Euro is weak. We identified the weakness on the euro when we check the euro and the US dollar, and then we check the pound and the US dollar, and it looks like that euro is much weaker than the pound. For those who join us now, good morning, guys. Athena, good morning. Thanks for joining this webinar. Sorin said good morning. Guys, any currency pairs you would like to see today? Pound, it looks like it wants to break to take advantage of the weakness of the Japanese yen. So maybe we're going to see a breakout to the upside. Australian dollar, very weak. Japanese yen, very weak. I wouldn't go to trade these two as a currency pair. Remember, correlation between the currencies saves traders from sideways moves and low probability trades. At this point, I'm sure, especially those who are watching this webinar from for some time now, or regardless if you don't watch it live, but maybe you watch it later, you watch it on the recording, you should know about correlation, right? I make it very simple to understand. CHFJPY, nice shallow retracement here. Let's see if we are at any significant area of resistance here. Weekly chart, we need to zoom out the weekly. We came from a strong divergences here. And also the MACD prints reversal negative divergence. Let's think about that for a while. We have higher highs in price, we have lower lows. Bullish here. Let's check the FIB. I would really like to buy the breakout, but I believe 23.8, you know, on a retracement for a currency pair, no, that's not optimal. So I'd rather stay out for this one. You see, guys, sometimes, honestly, like this one here, we identified a nice trading setup, good looking trading setup, if you like. But there are some technicals, they don't support this momentum. So why should we place the trade? We have to stay disciplined. Okay. I'm sure many of you used to do this kind of impulse trading activity, but the reason I do this live analysis with you, it's simply because I would like you at some point to learn from my discipline and apply it to your trading. Okay. I think it's time to check the gold and the DAX. Although lately I don't like the gold because it doesn't give us clear moves, but the DAX is pretty much spot on. So, okay, interesting here. DAX support, and it had another support. That's a 12-hour time frame. Daily chart yesterday, bearish. These supports here, they hold the price higher. That might be a retracement here. We have, okay, now we have to scale to this time frame. I will mark this as resistance. From the current price, we have 27 pips. That's more than enough. So 4 minutes left for the London Open. This looks like it's in a strong uptrend. At this resistance here, that's not any significant resistance. So what I will do on the DAX, if we're going to see a few black candles, sellers candles in a row, I will place a buy stop order at this point here because I would like to get filled with a London breakout. Or if we're going to continue, come all the way, I would like to place a sell stop order as well at this point here to get filled on the breakout to the downside. Now, if this order will get filled, traders, the room of opportunity is somewhere in the middle of this impulse candle. This one here, somewhere in the middle, it's the heaviest amount of volume. And how do I know that? I have a crystal ball in front of me. You cannot see it, and I know what is going to happen next. Of course, I'm joking. For second time in this webinar, yeah? So why do I know that? Simply, I don't know it. I learn it from experience, okay? Most of the times, these impulse candles, they have somewhere in the middle, 50%, somewhere at the 50%. They tend to have the highest amount of volume. Yes, William, correct. Mogil, yesterday I sold pound CHF, got out with 48 pips. Well done. Sorry, 24. Well done, Mogil. Excellent. Karim said hello, everyone. Hello, Theo. I'm wondering if you have a webinar on FIBO on how to use it. Karim, I'm not going to be any issue to make some webinars on FIBO and how to use it. I don't recall that I have a webinar on Fibonacci, but I can make one. Guys, in the meantime, if you find valuable these webinars, please make sure you like this video and give us some thumbs up. It helps a lot. And also, it's a kind of also motivation for me doing these sessions every day. So that will be great. Thank you so much. Gold on the 1 minute chart. Let's check the 12-hour. Nice bearish engulfing here on the gold. So we are at this support. We are at this support zone. I think I'm not going to do anything with the gold today, to be honest. It's kind of, if we're going to break to the downside, let's check some trend lines. 1 minute left for the London Open. Gold, very tricky. A breakout above here, but it's 16 pips away. A breakout below, 8 pips away. Let's check the DAX. I'll put a buy stop on the DAX. Guys, here it's my first buy stop order on the DAX. If we're going to keep pressing lower, I will put a sell stop below here. Actually below there. Okay, so I don't think so. I will place a pending order on the gold today. I'll just stay with the DAX. I wouldn't go to buy here or to sell there the gold, only somewhere below this low point. Let's check the DAX. I got triggered on the downside, so I delete the buy order, the buy stop order. Now, if the price closes above this high point, I will get out of the trade. Gold, how many pips move? 7 pips on the London Open. Let's see what DAX is going to do. If it's going to give us the 10 pips for the day. WTI. Yes, so let's check the WTI. We are at this area of resistance, not that clear. That inside was a good one. Price didn't really follow to the downside. So next area of resistance can be this one up here. Gold is pressing lower. Guys, again, I didn't open any trade on the gold today, only on the DAX. Bitcoin, it tried to push below this level of support, but with not any significant move. Dow Jones, lower highs, lower lows. Traders, indices are very promising in my opinion. S&P and FTSE, I'm looking, as I said yesterday, FTSE is one of the most promising indices to trade it to the downside, trade it short. So, and I can say that I wasn't wrong, because after this area of consolidation, buyers, they had the opportunity to take control. They didn't. So the sellers, they took control and the price is just pressing lower. DAX, guys, I'm closing the trade on the DAX. We are on 20 pips, 20 points, so close there. I got out on 22 points. If you are still on the DAX, just please manage your risk accordingly. We are at this area of possible support. Of course, the price not always move in one direction without any retracements. Okay. So copper, nothing there. Silver. Guys, please manage your risk accordingly if you are on the DAX trade. All righty, I think that's all from me today. Another brilliant trade, I can say, on the DAX. So I'm very happy about that. I hope you enjoy the session too, guys. From me, from Admirals, we would like to say a big thank you for your support. I encourage you to continuously participating, and those that are going to watch this on the recording later on, if your time allows you, please come live on the webinar. You're going to get significant amount of value. You can ask any questions. Of course, you can leave comments. So I don't see any questions on the chats. I will let you with this. I would like to wish to everyone to have a fantastic rest of the day. And I look forward to see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.